from Divine Sister of the Light, Adrienne Elise, November 4th through 11th, 2024, New Timeline, Supernova Astrology Update. We have been feeling the tension of Mars at the end of Cancer in opposition to Pluto and Capricorn. Mars will move over into the sign of Leo on November 5th. Mars is already in retrograde shadow, preparing to turn back at 6 degrees Leo on December 7th. This Mars retrograde is about finding the love and compassion we need to break free from external authority. We are claiming our human sovereignty in order to move into the Aquarian age. Mars will retrograde back to 17 degrees Cancer before turning direct on February 24th. Mars will make his third and final opposition with Pluto at the end of April 2025 at 3 degrees Aquarius. It's like Mars is grabbing a hold of Pluto and pulling him into Aquarius, and at the same time nurturing all of us into the new age. We have an extended retrograde season ahead, but it's about reorienting to a whole new world. Venus in Sagittarius is helping us remember and get inspired about the quest of the feminine. We are rearranging our entire reality and putting our feminine back in her rightful place, exalted in the garden. Venus is exactly opposite of Jupiter in Gemini. The song of the Great Mother must be heard again across the land. Jupiter in Gemini is calling us into expression of all that has been hidden within. We are jump-starting a new timeline, which is the original vision of what Mother Earth wants to become. We are her warriors, and we always have been as Earth stewards, which help birth her dream. It starts with Saturn turning direct on November 16th, just before Pluto moves into Aquarius on November 20th. The Sun in Scorpio is coming into trine with Saturn in Pisces. The depth of our desire for more true life is helping to rework our reality. It's becoming more and more clear every day that we are incredibly advanced beings, trapped in a lower dimensional game. The more we see the truth, the less the lower entities are able to hide. We are cleaning up our planet by cleaning up our individual consciousness. We are no longer seeing ourselves as the parasites we have been infected with. We are not a lowly worm. We are so much more. Things are beginning to unwind. With Mercury moving into retrograde shadow this week, Mercury will turn retrograde on November 26th at 22 degrees Sagittarius. Mercury will make 3 squares with Saturn and 3 oppositions with Jupiter for this retrograde. This is highlighting the upcoming epic square between these generational planets. Jupiter will be an exact square to Saturn for Christmas this year. We are turning the wheel of time back in the right direction, towards her love. Jupiter in Gemini will be squaring up with Saturn in Pisces at 13 and 14 degrees at the end of the year. Jupiter in Gemini is about expanding your true expression. The truth must be told if we are going to move forward in this evolution. Saturn direct is reworking the timeline and causing an upheaval in our manifest reality. The main truth that has been hidden is that we are advanced technological beings. It is time for the persecutions of the Piscean age to be redeemed, along with the precious souls of all her broken warriors. We stand in our power and put ourselves back together again. We are claiming back our world, her way. Venus in Sagittarius comes into square with Neptune in Pisces on November 9th. This is about the dream overcoming the nightmare. We are not falling for the drama narratives because we are healing and feeling better inside. The feminine was cut out of the story and called a slut and a demon. Now we bring her back into the fold and return her to her throne, so we can make the world good and right and true again. We celebrate her return and our redemption. The next 6 months of retrograde energy is helping to unwind into radically new possibilities as the original dream kicks into gear. We have a lot to unlearn and release Patterns in programming have been rising to the surface so that we can identify it and let it go. We are stepping out of the story they trapped us in and starting to once again co-create the mother's dream. From AdrienneElise.com.